What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 11, Episode 8. The episode was titled "The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly Leather, the Ugly Leather Pants." This episode was kind of meh for me. It wasn't that good. But if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you're not already subscribed to the channel, then do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell button, hit all the buttons on the channel, share the video, you guys. And with that being said, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this review, shall we? Yeah, as I said, you guys, this episode was very meh. Let's start up with Garcelle. Garcelle, I don't know who does your wigs. I'm not a wigologist, but that bob, that Dora the Explorer bob you had on was really, really ugly. So I will say I thought it was really cool that her son Jax was, doing. I don't know if it was Japanese or if it was Chinese, but I love the fact that he was doing that. He's learning a different language. I'm like, oh, that is cool. I wish I knew like Japanese, or I wish I knew another language. I know a little bit of Spanish, but I'm not that good at it. Actually, I used to be really fluent with Spanish, but I stopped using it. But yeah, so yeah, with the pandemic, her kids are homeschooled. It really wasn't much with this scene. So she asked the son, Jade, I got his name right last week. So she asked Jade to come downstairs to clean out the dishwasher. He comes downstairs. He's a little bit moody. He's a teenager, so he's doing teenage things. Yeah. Like I said, Garcelle, it just really was not much with Garcelle. Yeah, that's it. Let's move on. You guys, I don't think this review is gonna be that long. Let's talk about Kyle, I guess. Yeah, let's talk about Kyle real quick. So Kyle, we see Kyle with Maurizio and the family, and they're doing their, did I say, is this still a Christmas card or is it a holiday card? People want to be politically correct these days. I don't know what it is. We're going to say a holiday card, right? So then Kathy comes over. Oh my God. Whoever got Kathy to sign on this season, give them a raise, because Kathy is the SHIT. I freaking love me some Kathy Hilton. I feel like next season we need to add Kathy. Ooh, let me do my casting for next season. I'm casting for season 12. All right, so season 12, if I'm casting, let's keep Kyle. Let's keep Dorit. Let's keep Crystal. Let's keep everyone with the exception of, you guys guessed it, Sutton. Let's demote Sutton back to a friend of the housewife, and let's give Kathy her diamond, because Kathy is doing a lot more than Sutton is. And Kathy, but and it also could be because Kathy's in a friend capacity, but Kathy is really doing a lot more than not Crystal, but than Sutton for me personally. But you guys know I don't like Sutton, so I could be a little bit biased. So they sit down, right, and Kathy starts pulling all of this stuff out of her bag, and I was just like, oh my God, I rocks with Kathy the long way. So then they talk about Kim, right, and this is around Thanksgiving. So Kyle is worried about Kim, being home alone. I'm like, why didn't her kids go visit her? Why are her kids not going? Now I know one of her daughters had a baby, but that's been a while since the girl had so that baby's got to be at least 2 or 3, right? Why aren't the kids going to visit Kim? I didn't understand. They didn't expound on that, so I don't know, right? But she's worried about her, and then she says, I've texted Kim, right? Now, mind you, Kathy said that she's talked to Kim on the phone for 3 hours. She's like, why did you talk for 3 hours? She's like, I hadn't really talked to her, so that was our point. That was our chance to talk. So Kyle says, I text Kim, and Kathy was like, oh yeah, she changed her number. I was like, ooh. So I guess Kim and Kyle are on the outs again. It's really interesting when it comes to those sisters, because when Kim and Kyle are good, when Kim and Kyle are good, they can be on the outs with Kathy. Like that's actually been I remember a few seasons ago when Kathy was not talking to Kyle because of that show she did, American Woman or something like that. Ooh, I wish the best for Kim, Kathy, and Kyle because they're siblings and their mother is gone and they're pretty much there for each other. Like that's interesting. But let's move on, you guys. Let's talk about Dorit real quick. It wasn't much with Dorit either. Dorit's house, her Christmas decorations, it was over the top. It was gaudy as hell. Actually, it was uglier than a motherfucker. I'm just gonna be real honest with you guys. That shit was ugly. It looked a hot goddamn mess. So Kyle notices this Hermes bag, right? I mean, they have a thing for Hermes bags, and Bravo has a thing for letting us know how much them bags cost. So we see them. I think they're getting ready to head to Rena's party, which we're going to talk about that in a little bit, right? And Dorit is talking about the fact that, she's branching out from Beverly Beach, her swimwear line, to she's going to be doing wedding dresses. She said an up-and-coming designer had reached out to her about doing wedding dresses. Now, Dorit says that she's never done, she's never done wedding dresses. Did Dorit go to fashion school? I don't remember if we ever, did she go to fashion school? Does she do sketches? Like, honestly, you guys, sometimes when it comes to Dorit, I tune out. Because Dorit actually, when Dorit first came on, she really annoyed the hell out of me. She still annoys me to this day, but I've grown to be able to tolerate Dorit a little bit more than what I could when she first came on with that fake ass accent. When you've traveled the world, you can speak in any accent you want. Nah, boo. That ain't how it works. That was the dumbest tagline that I've ever heard in my life. When you've traveled the world, you can speak in any accent you want. No, what you could say is when you've traveled the world, you can speak any language you want, but not accent. Okay, I was trying to stretch it out, you guys. So let's move on. All right, you guys, let's talk about Erica. Erica. Actually, let's talk about what's going on in the news currently with Erica. So, a judge just okayed it for the victims of Tom's to be able to pursue Erica for money. I was like, oh my God. Oh, Erica, girl. You thought with you trying to divorce Tom, I know you probably thought you were saving your money, your assets, but girl, doesn't look that way. Now, Erica, if you know me, you know that Erica is actually actually on Beverly Hills, Erica has been my favorite since she came on the scene. But this season, I'm not really feeling Erica so much because I just feel like Erica is putting on a performance for us. Because every time Erica is on the screen, she's always talking about, the divorce. She's always trying to paint Tom as the villain. And I'm like, but how can you paint Tom as the villain when just last season with Garcelle, you were crying with her talking about how Tom was such a good man. Like you've been saying that for years, how Tom was such a good. Sorry, you guys, I got to give me a new camera because sometimes when I record these videos, I delete them, but they be in my deleted folder and they don't delete as quickly as, I would like. So it doesn't free up a lot of space. But Erica, back to Erica. I feel like with Erica, she's playing this game of Tom is the bad guy, but you've never really once portrayed Tom in that light until now that Tom is the bad guy, right? So we see Erica. So they go over to Kathy's house, right? She and Crystal, they're playing tennis at Kathy's house. Kathy told them to come over. So they play tennis, and Crystal looks like she's really good at playing tennis. Erica sucks. So then once they finish up, they go inside and they talk to Kathy, right? So Erica is talking about this new home once again. I feel like Erica is trying to play this whole modesty thing, oh, I have this small house. Oh, I don't have the staff. I don't have everything that I had in the old house. Like I said, she's trying to play this whole game of modesty. I don't live the I don't live the lifestyle that I was once accustomed to. You know what I just thought about with that one? I think she's playing a game. I think she's trying to play the whole woe is me thing. Like, hey, yes, when I was with Tom, I had this, I had that. But now that I'm not with Tom, I don't. I have this small house. I have these, I don't have the staff. I have to cook for myself. I have to clean for myself. I have to do all this stuff for myself. Like I said, she's playing a game. But like I said, and me personally, I'm just not buying what Erica is selling at all. So then we later see Rena and his son go over to her house, right? So Sutton has come with a gift. It was the queen. It was the I forgot who it was, but I would have been like, you know what, Sutton, thank you for the gift, baby, but I can't really do anything with this gift, so you can take it back, or you know, you can donate it to a good cause. So once again, Erica is playing the victim. Yeah, I don't think this review is probably not going to be that long because, like I said, the episode just didn't give me much. So I'm so sorry, guys. I can only give you what the episode gives me, and if it doesn't give me anything, I can't give you much. But like I said, now Erica's talking about how she's so much happier now that she's not living with Tom. She's not with Tom. I'm like, oh, okay, Erica. Play your game, play your game, play your game. Portray Tom as the villain. Cool, I got it. I don't care. I'm over it. And then I'm over Sutton, right? Sutton is still talking about Crystal. Girl, let it go. Like Elsa said, let it go and move on. Let's move on and wrap up. All right, you guys, let's talk about Rena. So Rena and Harry are out shopping, right? So Rena, obviously not the cook of the family. Harry is, right? So then we see them as they're getting ready for this party, and it's a party, but I think it's all supposed to be like a surprise party for Garcelle for her birthday, because Garcelle wanted to do something for her birthday, but because of COVID, she was not necessarily able to do that. So all the ladies show up to the party, and oh my God, once again, Kathy is the MVP of this show, this episode. So when Sutton came in, she says, "Hey, Thomasina." You know, Thomasina, she called her peeping Tom. Sutton doesn't like that. So they sit down. I will say that the food that Harry cooked looked amazing. I think it was bolognese. It looked amazing. Now, if I said that wrong, please let me know in the comment section below. So we find, honestly, with Rena, I'm so tired of hearing about Scott Disick and is it Amelia? No, Amelia's the oldest one. It is, child, what the hell is that girl's name? I was about to say Claire, but that's not her name. Is it Amelia? Or Delilah? Or, child, one of her kids, whichever one is with Scott Disick. And she's talking about the fact that the tabloid said that Scott and that girl were engaged. I'm just like, Rena, you are enjoying this. You are milking this for a storyline. Let's just call it what it is. So then, and I'm just thinking to myself, and I said it last week, Scott was with that the Richie girl just before he got with this girl. So give it a month and Scott will be moved on, right? But the girls are going to be so this is going to be the first Thanksgiving that they don't spend with the girls and with her mom. And so they were originally going to meet the girls in Mexico, but they felt that, they might get stuck over there. And, Rena's working. So, of course, she didn't want to do that. So then they talk, like I said, they were talking about Scott. He'll be with a new girl next month. So then they finish eating, and Harry brings out a cake for Garcelle. And she makes a wish, and she wishes that he, she says, I want him hung like a horse. Once again, Kathy's like, I didn't know that she liked horseback riding. Oh, she likes horseback riding, but I don't think it's the kind of horse that you're talking about. But Kathy cracks me up, right? So then the lady started giving Garcelle her birthday gifts, right? And then you look down at the end of the table. Sutton is pouting. I'm just like, oh my God, here we go with Sutton. So Kyle goes down there and asks her what's going on with her. And Sutton's like, I don't like being around people that I don't like. Well, baby, you signed on to do Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. You're not going to like every woman on this cast. You didn't care for Teddy last season, but you still managed to film with her. I think the thing is that you don't know how to handle Crystal. I think that's really what it is. You can't handle Crystal. You thought you could deal with Teddy, but you can't handle this. So, she walks off, and her and Kyle are talking. Then they get loud. Then she gets loud. They go over to check on her. I'm like, oh my God, why are we pacifying this old white woman? I didn't get it. So she says, I can't pretend that everything is hunky dory. Kathy's like, who's hunky dory? Who's hunky and dory? You gotta love Kathy, man. You gotta love Kathy. So the girls want for Crystal to apologize to Sutton for using the word violate. And see, that's my whole thing with these ladies. They keep saying violate as in a sexual sense of violation. She did not say that. She said the actual, what she said, what violate literally means. I read it to you guys last week. I'm not reading it again. I don't care about it. And I'm loving the fact that Crystal is not apologizing to Sutton. But she did say to Sutton, she's like, you know what, I apologize that your feelings are hurt or something like that. She says I'm sorry that you're upset. So I said that's not an apology. Technically, it is an apology. She didn't use the word but or anything, or she didn't say but. She didn't say if. She didn't say those words. She said I'm sorry that you're upset. That's a genuine apology. You just don't want it. Crystal said to Sutton, you're just jealous. I'm like, she is correct. Because Sutton got in her feelings when it came to those gifts. That's when Sutton got in her fucking feelings. So then Sutton's like, what am I jealous of? You and your ugly leather pants? Well, Sutton, that dress that you had on was ugly as fuck too. Crystal's leather pants look better than that ugly ass dress you had on. I'm done, you guys. Like I said, Beverly Hills didn't give me much. I don't know how long this video is, and I don't care. But that's the review. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell button so you guys are aware. Before I drop anything else, share this video, and until the next one, stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. Socially distance. And if you don't wear a mask, be safe. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.